Hi friends, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at Clank, deck building adventure. Amazing tabletop game, highly recommended. There's also a legacy edition if you enjoy the legacy games. My family and I play this game quite often over the table, and very excited to see that they've made a digital edition. So we're just going to kind of go through a quick playthrough, kind of see what it's all about. I'm going to play against medium, and we'll let 4 computers, that way I have a little bit of time to talk. I've played this game quite often, so I'm gonna play the advanced map. It's just a little bit more in depth when it comes to how you can move around. There is 2 maps that you can play through, so there's a little bit of variety. It is 4-player. It is local. There is an online option, and there is a local pass and play. My wife and I like to play it a lot on TV through Steam Link. So, in Clank, we are tiny little thieves who are trying to get in and steal the dragon's loot. The game board is really divided into 2 sections. There's the top section above the grass line, and then in the depths is down here. The basic principle is that you need to go in, pick up an artifact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 of them. And then you need to get back up above the grass line before you die. The reason being, if you die below, you're not eligible to earn any points at the end of the game. You cannot win. If you die above, you can still be rescued. The nearby villagers will be nice enough to come and save you. So you can still earn points. Of course, if you can get all the way back out, there's some bonus points available at the end of the game. Rounding Clank is very, very straightforward. You're going to play every card in your hand, and each card on the top left corner will do something. Or there'll be something written in the little gray area in the bottom. Doesn't cost anything to play. We're going to play everything, so we'll just go ahead and move it over. So I have 5 1 of the little blue diamonds. These are your purchasing. And I have 1 foot. And as you can see, I start in the top. So I'm going to move in 1 square into the thing, to the castle. Now I'm allowed to purchase. I have 5 to buy. The way that you look at the cards, bottom row, is always here. There are so many secret tomes, so many explorer cards, so many mercenaries, and a goblin that you can just beat up on the entire game. If you want to attack something with swords, then you need to have swords. Right now, the only way that I can get them is to buy a mercenary. If I wanted to buy an explorer, it's the 3 in the bottom right hand corner, that little 3. And then when I get it back in my hand, it'll give me 2 to buy, 1 to move. The top row is what my wife and I refer to as the river. And if you play poker, this is the river. This is going to change constantly. If I buy something from the top, a new one will be brought in off of the deck. I always like to get movement up front, so I think I'm going to buy the 2 movement cards, and that'll end my turn out. Now the AI will take their turn. Some basic principles. When you're told to, you can see this is a stumble, this is my new hand. When you're told to do +1 Clank, you take a little block and you put it on the Clank. Right there. When a card appears in the river that has a picture of a dragon on it, all of the Clank gets put into a bag, and then we pull cubes out. The number of cubes is displayed on the rage track, how pissed off we've made the dragon, basically. And if your cube is pulled, then you lose a life. So everybody starts with 10. Alright, it's my turn again. We're going to play everything. I don't have a choice. I have to play 2 stumbles. So I'm going to have 6 total Clanks sitting on the board. I get 1 movement and 2 to buy. I can only move this way, so we got to follow the arrows. And I've got 2 to buy. The only thing I can purchase, it's kind of highlighted for you. The only thing I can purchase is the mercenary. And you can toggle, you can buy in this view. Or if you leave it here, you can buy in this view. Just drag it to the bottom. And we'll let the AI go. Amazing game. It's kind of like a little bit of a deck building pressure luck game. the further down you go, the more likely you are to not be able to make it back out. But the further down you go, as you can see, the value of the artifacts increase. Now, by default, you can only carry one artifact with you. There are marketplaces that you can go into to make some purchases. These are denoted by the golden like outline. There's one up top in this map, and then 4 down below. Everything at the market costs 7 coins. You can buy a backpack that allows you to carry an extra artifact. You buy a crown. It doesn't do anything on its own. It's just worth points. The green number is the point value at the end of the game. And a key. The key is for the map. You'll notice that some of the pathways have keys. You can only go through them if you have a key. Some have 2 footsteps. It requires an extra movement, so 2 to get across. And some have monsters. The monsters will deal 1 point of damage to you. If you have a sword, you can use the sword in that turn to kind of fight the monster and not take any damage. So I've got 2 movement. This is a crystal cave. With a crystal cave, you can't use boots the rest of the turn after you've gone into it. Now, there are some cards that say you can ignore that, but I'd have to have it and play it right now. These are secrets. You don't know what you're going to get. I do happen to have 2, so I think I'm going to go over here this time. And I picked up a secret. Now I've got 2 swords. I can click on this, and that'll give me 2 swords whenever I need it on my turn. Alright, let's take a look here. I've got 3 to buy. We're still in the early game. Movement, in my opinion, is king. The downsell, you might be wondering why people would want to buy from the bottom versus the top. Generally, the top cards have these little green gem symbols. These are going to be end of game scoring. So if I bought the Boots of Swiftness, I would get 3 points at the end of game. And you'll notice on the bottom of the card it says acquire, and then it has a symbol. In this case, I would get an extra foot. So if I bought this on my turn, I could get a foot immediately to move with. And then when I played the card later, I would have 3 feet. Sometimes there'll be acquire, get a heart back, or loot -1 clank, +1 clank. Right, so we're still going to keep getting some movement. Alright. We're pretty far in, and we haven't had a dragon pool yet, which is very intimidating for me. I'm getting a little bit nervous. Still none. This version, you'll know immediately because one of these will get replaced, and it'll flash a symbol of the dragon. Right, there we go. Dragon symbol. So all of our clank goes into the bag, and then a couple gets pulled out. Alright, looks like yellow and orange each took a hit. So the black is just there as a filler so that nobody takes damage. It starts out with, I want to think, 24 or 25. And this to represent the dragon itself. So, new hand. Always play your entire hand. Alright, we got 4 to buy and no movement. So I can't move. This is going to be a quick and easy turn. We're just going to buy something. And this is, you can see the picture. So if you were playing on the tabletop, this Belcher card would come up and, you know, 1 dragon would enter, we'd have to pull. If you have a crown, so the Mountain King's pretty solid, pretty good pick. I can't afford him, he costs 6. But it does say if you have a crown, so if I was to purchase a crown, I would be able to get a little bit more out of that card. But we need to get coins, and we need to get down to a market. To get coins, generally you have to fight a monster. You can do it with some secrets, but that's a little bit left up to chance. Dragon. Now, it doesn't matter how many dragons appear. I'll tell you, the dragon is really loud in this game. Maybe the effects volume. Bring that down a little bit, that might help. So this time I've got a couple movement, I'll be able to move around. play the whole hand. So now I've got 2 to fight, 2 to move, and 6 to buy. This is going to be a great turn. So, I could move down here. And I could move down here to try to get the monkey idols. These are like the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil kind of guys. They're worth 5 victory points at the end of the game each. All you have to do is go into the room and you automatically collect one. Now I could move here and here. I think what I'd like to do though is just move to the crystal room. I can't move, but I picked up a health potion. That's great. So I can hold on to it later on when I need it. I can pop it. Again, only on my own turn. Now, let's see. Each time you go in gold this turn, increase the amount you gain by 1. So when I play that, I get more gold. That's a pretty good card. It's like explore with a little bit of a bonus. I'll take that. And then I have 2 to fight. If I beat this one, I get 4 gold, but I have to put 2 Clank up on the board. If I beat the goblin, I just get 1 gold. So this is kind of like a pressure luck thing. Do I want to take the extra Clank? I feel like I'm a little behind with gold, so we're going to do that. Ooh. Oh, I didn't see. I still had 2 to buy. We'll take a mercenary. Dragon. Red, black. Ooh, that's one for me. Oh, that's a lot of movement. Red is going to go places. Down to here. Yeah, see, they took a hit for the monster. And they're going to pick up a idol. Ooh. Now, they can pick this up. It's the cheapest one, though. Alright, looks like orange still up top, yellow still up top. Going pretty well. Kind of have to watch it. I've played this a couple times with my wife. And sometimes the computer makes some really weird choices. I don't know if it knows it's killing itself when it does that or not, but it certainly has the result. Alright, 1 movement and we're gonna buy. Ooh, sneak is a good card. So it doesn't have any end of game points. You get 1 movement, 1 buy, but you get -2 Clank. One thing to call out is you can only remove Clank from the board once the Clank has been put into the... I like drawing cards. Once Clank has been put into the bag, if it's your Clank, you can't ever pull it back out. Sometimes you'll be told to put more of the black cubes back in. Alright. Keep an eye on this red player here. I need to hurry up and get down there so I can try to get one of the monkey idols. Now, at any point, if I need to, I can click on a person and kind of see what they have. You don't really get to see their hand. That would be private knowledge, but whatever they've picked up would be public knowledge. So you can kind of gauge where your competition is. More dragon attacks. And, of course, there's that luck I love. Alright, ooh, lots of movement. This is going to be, hopefully, a good turn. So we're going to move... So I have a choice. I can... Yeah, I don't want to take the damage. So I'm going to drink the strength potion, and it's going to give me 2 swords. And I'm going to use them to fight those 2 monster icons. That way I don't take damage when I move through. Alright, I still got 2 more movement. Let's move in here. Is this the... Yeah, I thought so. This is the teleport to a room. So you can teleport to any adjacent room. if I buy this. Now, a device, the purple bordered items are one-time use, and you use them immediately. So the turn you acquire it is the turn you have to use it in. You don't get to hold it. It'd be a little bit overpowered, I think, if that was the case, if I got to hold on to it. I think... Yeah, I think that's the play. I'm going to take the hit from this monster. And I'm going to grab the 15-point artifact. Alright. I can teleport to an adjacent room linked by a path. I couldn't, there's no path here. I couldn't teleport up. But I can teleport in and grab the secret, but I don't have a key, so I have to come back out through the monster path. I can teleport over here and grab a secret. What else is for sale? That's 3 to buy. Oh, this is a solid one. So if I have a monkey idol, I get 2 extra to buy. So this essentially gives me 4 to buy. It costs me 2, but I get a 1 point at the end of the game as well. So because I picked up the monkey idol, that's a pretty good purchase. A gem collect gems. So sometimes you'll see gems show up: diamonds, rubies, sapphires, things like that. This person would let you buy them a little bit cheaper. This gets me 2 blue, 2 coins, and because I have an artifact now, also 2. So this would be 4 to buy. One of the best purchases is actually the secret tomes, because there's 7 points at the end of the game. So you're basically spending your entire turn for end of game points. Alright. Let's see how we're doing here. None of them have picked up an artifact yet, so I think we're doing pretty good. Okay. Ooh, I spoke too soon. And you'll notice every time we get an artifact, that rage track goes up. So now every time the dragon is pulled, every time a card is revealed with a dragon symbol, instead of pulling 2, we're going to pull an extra one. And it looks like one of them have a danger cube. So this one, you can see, has a little shield on it with a plus. Because that's showing, we have to pull an extra one. So if the dragon was to pull right now, we would pull 3 for the rage, plus 1 for this. So it's kind of important to get them out of here when we can. This offers the ability to trash a card in your play area or discard. Pretty good. I don't have a stumble. I like to try to get them out. That way I stop getting Clank, but it's pretty good. You can ignore monsters in tunnels and you don't stop at crystal caves. That's a great card. Alright, let's... it wants me to discard a card to draw 2. So I'm going to discard a Burgle. And then I can draw 2 extra cards. That's a really good turn. Alright, let me wait. Let me see here. So I'm going to have to take the hit because I can't pay the monsters. I don't have any swords. Yep. Ooh, I got a movement, so I can hold that and use it when I want to. Let's gain a heart. I can move up here. And do I teleport into here ahead of him? I have 6 coins. Yep. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do that. Oh, no, no, no. Undo that. Undo that. Okay. I made a mistake. I got frozen when I went in here, so I can't use the foot. I was going to... So the plan was to move up here. And if I got a minor secret that gave me gold, I would have bought the teleport and teleported into here to buy the key so I could get back out. That's okay. We'll hold on to this. We'll wait and see what happens next turn. Worst case scenario, I can start making my way up and out because I do have an artifact at this point. But we have 7 to buy. Ooh, move silently is a good one. I think flying carpet's better though, right? We get the end of we get the end of game bonuses, we get the movement. I do get the secret tome. That's kind of like getting a small artifact. We're gonna do that. It's a very fun game. I really enjoyed the Legacy game as well. They teamed up with a very funny web presence. So there's a lot of humor in the Legacy game. As far as children, my kids, my 14-year-old plays. He loves this game. I have a 18-year-old. It's not her favorite, but she would play it. It's a little bit. I have an 8-year-old. She would be okay to play it, but the tactical part, the strategy part, might be a little bit much for her. So as you can see, orange and red are making some really bad moves. One thing is, once you can kind of see them here at the top of the castle on the rampart, once somebody either gets out or dies, when it would be their turn, we start going across. So there's a limited number of rounds left. Once I spoke too soon. All right. So orange was knocked out in the depths, right? So they knocked out below this line. They cannot win at the end of the game. Essentially what happens is we tally up the score, and then they get a 0 because they did not get above the line. The villagers cannot come and save them. That being said, I do need to get out. Ooh, that's a trash. That's a good card. That's a good secret. So basically I'm allowed to trash a card in my play area. Stumble, all it does is give me Clank. And it's from in your opening hand, so it's a great one to kind of get rid of. I've got 3 to move, so we will just move right on up. And I got a 7-point secret, and then we'll move past this. Alright. I will use 1 movement to go up here. This way on my next turn, hopefully I can get enough feet, 1, 2, 3 to get out, and that will get me out of the dungeon. 8 to buy. I'm pretty much at the end. I'm hoping I only have 1 or 2 more turns, so I think we're just going to go for the tome, go for those in-game points. That's unfortunate. So I can see my new hand, and I don't have any movement, so I can't get out on the next turn. It's okay. I don't think, I mean, I have 3 health. Whew. Oh, of course. There it is. Okay. I have 2 health. Now there's rage trackers kicked in. There's 3 turns. When it would be orange's turn, the dragon's gonna pull. Now red's out. Knocked out but rescued, see? Red passed out. Knocked out, whatever you want to call it. Got bonked on the head by giant chunks of flaming cubes above. So because they're above the grass line, the villagers are able to run in and kind of pull them out and save them. Oh, 1 more for me. This is not good. Play everything in your hand. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so what I'm looking for on acquire, right? This is on acquire plus 2 Clank. I was hoping maybe 1 would be get a heart, gain a heart. I don't see that, and I don't see a movement. So let's trash a card. That's a good card if I'd gotten it earlier. I have 7 cubes in here. The chances that I get a cube pulled are pretty good. He's gonna pull 5. It's 50-50. If I take it and it comes back and it gives me a dragon, it's going to pull an extra time. If I leave it, it's pulling an extra cube out. I think it's worth it. We're going to do it. I'll take the coins because they're worth points at the end. So 2 swords to get 1 coin. I could do that twice so I could earn 2, or 3 swords to earn 5. I know that's a dragon, but I got greedy. If I'd only done 1, it would have been alright. No green, no green, no green. Alright, no green. Now it's still gonna pull again for the rage track. No green. Oh, all the green. Alright, well, didn't get out this game. That's okay. Single player game, when you escape or get knocked out, you can fast forward through the remaining opponent's turns and go straight to the results. Chances are he's gonna, I mean, he's got 2 health. He's either gonna get out or he's going to get knocked out pretty quick here. Alright. And we're getting 2 pulls. 1 because a card showed up, and 1 because of the rage track. So he was oh, he's only got 3 cubes. I bet he might make it. Oh. Am I just jinxing everybody? I think that's what's happening here. I'm just jinxing everything. Okay, 1 more heart, 2 more cubes. I think he's got 1 turn. Oh, he got stuck in the crystal cave. He can't, so that's the downfall. You can't keep moving through the caves. And they're set up so that you kind of have to go through one of them. Yep. There it is. Alright, in this game nobody got out. If you get out, it's an extra 20 points. There's a mastery assessment, or mastery token that you would earn. Alright, so kind of tallying up all the in-game points here. Ooh, looks like I won it. So, the artifact, the monkey idol, the total amount of gold that I had, the actual artifact that I went and got, 16 points from my deck, so the cards that I made purchases for. So a couple of those secret tomes really came in handy. And as you'll notice, orange died below the line, so he gets the skull here. He can't have any points. So he had 37. So he would have been, what's that, 3rd? So, all in all, really fun game. Really enjoy it. Highly recommend it if you have the ability to play locally with some friends. Maybe use the Steam Link or the Steam Deck. Put it on TV. Pass a mouse around. Or I use a couple wireless mice myself, and everybody just grabs a mouse and sits around the TV. And it's a really fun game. But yeah. Have a good night, day, afternoon, Yom Kippur, whatever it is you're doing right now. Hope you enjoy it. Tune back in. We'll review another game. Bye, friend.